while we wait for these players to get in here. Did they start the match already?
Yeah, that's starting now. There is no time to roll that down.
So we're not going to roll it down. We're going to get you right into it. Prototype going up against Uriel Velorio. Excuse me. Trying to make sure I always say that right and not get tongue twisted. Uriel, like we always know the Ken picks, man. He's so sick of a player to like deal with. He's doing really well in his World Warrior as well. So really excited to see how things go here. But Prototype, man, this is the first time I'm really seeing this E.Honda like kind of go at it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the most I know for Prototype is I remember he was one of the Alex players out of Street Fighter 5. I don't know, maybe he's one of the ones waiting with bated breath to see if that character comes back. Honda is a pick that I think makes sense if that's what you want. Nice, uses the butt slam to get out of the corner. We get away from the DI, and now you want to keep Uriel Velorio locked down here as long as humanly possible to eke back through this life deficit.
Ooh, Sumo push it back into the corner. You are not allowed to leave. But you know what? We know we're getting that side switch. Going in, not deciding to go ahead and make sure that he spends any more meter to get in that burnout. And he does have a lot of life lead too as well. So he's comfortable just kind of walking back and playing like this, like the neutral area here.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's no reason to take a big risk. I think Uriel understands that. Drive reversal in response to the Jinrai kick there. Back throw out of the DR. He is in burnout now, but this is still a strong position to be in.
Absolutely, man. Fist to the gut. I'm like, man, you get hit the gut like that. Whew, you're gonna be thinking about the next your life in the next round here. Here you go, Prototype, man. He's starting off with this butt slam, trying to see if he can get things going.
Oh, okay.
Power command grab, starting things off, getting the mix-ups going. Get off me.
Okay. Yeah, that's a standard answer. I mean, we were talking about it in the guest segment earlier, but drive reversal, it's such a rough tool when you try to guess when to use it, but when you use it in solved positions, it can feel really effective. Is Prototype going to cash out any bar to try to close this one out? They are, but he's not going to be able to finish the job.
But that's fine. He ends up getting the grab, and I wouldn't say that was a pretty risky. That was a pretty safe option because he does have a pretty decent enough anti-gear to cover like the neutral jump, unless he tried to do a forward jump out. But yeah, it was a good call to go ahead and just go for the grab and just kind of keep yourself safe.
What I was about to say, what's huge about that? I was about to say the fact that it's such a solved thing that Jinrai is being met by, or I'm sorry, Dragon Lash is being met by drive reversal. Uriel's going to start to use it a bunch and force Prototype to pay all of their drive gauge. And I think Prototype is being a little bit more aggressive with the headbutts now in response to that because they don't want to be caught on the back foot.
And you're speaking of it because he definitely wants to get that option back and not also put himself in the burnout to be able to be a death situation. So it's a really good call to go ahead and use that opportunity to get out of there. Oh, though, we are still seeing burnout because here comes Shinji Rippa.
All right. Yep, with that burnout, Prototype still has life is about even. Wow, Uriel Velorio, goddamn, you were right at the corner for that? I was like, oh, what an interesting choice there. Over a reset.
Oh, man, that reset scared me too, man. I not expecting to be able to get that, but be able to pull it off. All right, we get over into the next match here.
Okay, DR just into back throw. Man, Ken's back throw gives him so much real estate.
Ooh. Really trying to clap out of the drive rush. There we go. Power command grab again. Uriel getting another overhead hit again, baby.
Yeah, Prototype seems really overwhelmed on defense. It's a lot of like block, wait for the spot to drive reversal, but they're committing so much drive gauge defensively that it just, I feel like it's not leaving them a lot of room to do a whole lot else.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Prototype can kind of like figure that out. He's doing a really good job kind of getting away from the fireball game, using this armor to be able to get the pressure that he needs. But yeah, he's really gonna have to find other spots to be able to not end up in that corner, because you know how Ken is, man.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah, hits once, especially with a low forward, it's like, oh, corner time. Yeah. Speaking of, corner time.
Yeah, here you go. Throw Loop City, population Prototype. That's 3. Give me 4.
Nice backdash.
Yeah, I love when people hard commit to it. It's just like, once you get to 3, just do it until they do something else.
Oh, that's
man. All right, 2 games up for Uriel Velorio. I think the other thing is the Dragon Lash in mid-range has been such a big problem for Prototype, and like we're finally seeing cycling back to parry, but like we've not seen DI come out yet. He hasn't even really explored that yet.
Yeah, and I think he's probably afraid, like, okay, maybe he's gonna mix up which which Dragon Lash he's going to do. So it's probably a little bit of a concern there. Oh, man, what is he, 3 for 3 for these overheads?
At least, and the drive impacts, I mean, it's like I highlight how Prototype isn't doing DIs at all. Uriel realized it and is now feeling super comfortable cycling in DIs in the corner, and Prototype just getting mauled. Their winner side run not looking super great right now as your Velorio is on set point.
Indeed, man. Definitely is always difficult to be down 2-0, but especially when you're down like to your absolute last round. Oh, there's a DI. He burned himself out to do it, but you know what? We take the cash that comes with it.
All right, that's super plus. Nice anti-air.
Get out of the air, son! My goodness, what anti-air. And now the burnout is on this end.
This is great. Yeah, you can even commit the drive reversal. Just generate plus frames however you want. No, the late jab gets caught out by the super. Uriel Velorio spends a little bit of super gauge to try to drag this one out as long as possible.
Yeah, you saw Prototype. He really was so scared of getting burned out. He was jumping those fireballs.
Right, but back in burnout anyway. At least they made the decision for it themselves. Jumping over the fireball, a great read. Is that Prototype's first round in this whole set?
I believe so. No, he had a round in the first game.
Okay, apologies.
So yeah, he's trying to see if he's able to get some. Wow, that was interesting. He just whipped the entire DI.
All right, we're back to this slower game. It seems like Prototype has hit that rhythm of like, all right, I'll cycle in parry more, but they're just really getting pressed by the wealth of tools that Ken can bring to the table. Nice, finally blocks it overhead.
Yeah, man. Okay, there's a DI coming out, and there's a butt slam. Just make sure you get caught your toes low. Send to the corner, please. Not spin the level 2. Yep.
I think if you had spent, oh no, I'm sorry, Prototype was the one with a very low drive gauge. So yeah, It definitely makes sense because now you can spend the level 3 to close this one out, staving off a 3-0 situation is Prototype. Now bringing it 1-2 against Uriel Velorio.
All right, showing some life. Absolutely, to kind of see a little bit more of that. So yeah, like you were saying before, like Prototype was peppering in like a little bit more defensive options that he's trying to do against some of the stuff that Uriel's doing. Parry, when you speak about it, even though you get the low damage here, it's absolutely needed because you got the corner positioning that you need. Able to turn the slab, but not able to get the punish off of it.
I mean, if you can cycle in perfect parries against Kens that love to use Dragon Lash in neutral, that can be such a huge deal. I think, I want to say it was Kakaru that was talking about that they literally experimented with it against Angry Bird at Gamers 8, and they were like, I wonder if it'll work. And it absolutely blew a massive hole through Angry Bird's game plan.
Not even just the game plan, if you were holding to the meta, everybody's like, okay, perfect parry is a problem.
That's, you know what, you're right. That is when the perfect parry Discord started.
Ooh! Shimmy, shimmy, yeah. Uriel was once again on set point.
All right, but we were seeing that slightly more patient style out of Prototype working out. Drive reversal once again through the Dragon Lash. We're committing just a little bit too much of the drive gauge, and we're still not using a lot of DIOD headbutt to try to bulldoze through the neutral a little bit. I actually don't like using headbutt there because it puts you in range where you have to respect them, and blocking puts you in burnout.
Absolutely. I think this is like only the second time that Prototype was able to kind of use what he needs to do to go ahead and get some of his hands boost. But yeah, it's not going to be able to work out in this situation, especially when you're close to stun, and that'll do it. And give me the meter down. He goes for it again. But you know
what? He finally finds the counter DI.
Yo, I can't believe my man's was ready.
That was so greedy out of Uriel too, and now Prototype's in a great spot here. The only upside for Uriel, they did not commit their super bar yet, but Prototype keeping it nice and slow. Perfect parry on the Dragon Lash once again. What an answer out of Prototype.
You don't even need
Doesn't even need the level 1.
Uh-oh. I can hear the Twitter fingers typing. Is the comeback gonna be able to be here, or Uriel finally closes out? Oh my God, another perfect parry.
All right, let's pre-compose the tweet right now. Perfect parry is busted and needs to be nerfed. Signed, Uriel Velorio. Oh my God, Prototype is absolutely mauling right now. Finally, Uriel on the back foot. Up, back, out. Yeah, you know what? We're completely comfortable just blocking the Dragon Lashes at this spot. We're so far from the corner. You're not really going to get oppressed that much. Counter jab gets clipped, but nothing really comes out of it.
Yeah, you know what? I actually do like the defense that Prototype there. He did take some hits on the chin, man, while he was in burnout. But look at the life lead that he was at. He's going to be able to close out the level 3 because of this.
2-2?
Is he close? Is he dead? Nope.
Oh, no, he's still alive.
Close to burnout. No headbutt. I was expecting a headbutt to see if he get the burnout.
I think the fear there is Uriel's assuredly, as the jump in closes it out, I think the fear on meaty headbutt was the second you see the startup of headbutt, there's no world where you're not churning out reversal level 3.
Agreed. Okay, so man, we got a tie game, and Uriel was like, you know what, man, I'm tired of you preparing me. I'm gonna go ahead and do it to you. Back it back in the corner, and Prototype's gonna have to figure out a way to get out, and no putty.
The Kara throw. Prototype's been doing a great job of cycling between the Kara throw versus actually just finishing out the Torts Roundhouse.
Okay, using the ODP to get him off of me.
Low check. I love that. I wanted to call out that sequence in the last round. Prototype is doing a lot of crouching jab out of drive rush and then waits a second before hitting you with the low short, low jab. And it's catching out Uriel every time. It's this little offensive sequence that has been a huge part of the turnaround here for Prototype's offensive structure.
Yeah, and like I said, I really like the way he's playing this game right now. On the set point, finally himself here. But man, there's going to be a level 2 coming out, trying to get as close to burnout as possible.
Meaty.
One more guess.
Oh,
Meaty Fireball hits.
Fireball, interesting. Nah, I love Meaty Fireball because if it's reversal level 1, you know the Fireball's going to beat it. Perfect parry actually lets Prototype go meter positive as a result of that. Gets a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, like you said, Prototype was able to like mix up that situation with not going to Kara, but Velorio said, you know what, we still going to make this a final game, final round. Let's get it.
Right. And real slow here, drive reversal, because we were not quite in time to do with the Dragon Lash.
Get out of the air.
Thank you for your donation.
Indeed. I will take that payment. One more guess. Give me another British counter throw. Do it again.
I was ready for Kara grab. Oh my God, what a comeback. Prototype bringing it back on a reverse 3-0. Finds the perfect parries on the Dragon Lash, opens up that offensive structure. Uriel Velorio, after a strong start, drops down into the loser's bracket.
Yo, it ain't over until it's motherfucking over. I would love to see that from Prototype. So man, just the options that he was just mixing up, dude. This is great. It's so really, really good. Like I saw where things were going from the beginning as well. It was like, okay, let me go ahead and figure out if he throws a fireball, I'm arming him through that thing. And let me go ahead and mix it up. Now he's kind of understanding I'm doing like the drive reversals on the Dragon Lash. Let me mix it up and see if I can get the